Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Pastor Kevin Cosby at St. Stephen Baptist Church. One of my favorite books in the Bible is the book of Philippians. It is one of Paul's prison epistles. He's not writing it on a beach. He's writing it from jail, but he is bubbling over with optimism and hope. And one of the most powerful verses in the book of Philippians is Philippians chapter 1 and verse 12, where Paul says, yes, I'm in jail, but I want you to know the things that have happened to me have actually advanced the gospel, or the things that have happened to me have helped me. Now, guess what? Things happen to Paul, sometimes unagreeable things, things that we don't like, and things happen to us as well. But by the grace of God, God is able to take the things that may seem for our destruction and use them for our construction. You all have heard of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He's the only man to be elected to 4 consecutive terms. In 1921, Roosevelt experienced something catastrophic in his life. Something happened. He contracted polio in 1921. Now, he was on the fast track to become the president of the United States, but when polio struck him and he became incapacitated and paralyzed, then everyone had written him off. This former governor of New York, this very wealthy man from a very prominent family. The Roosevelts were a political dynasty, but now he can't walk and he's confined to a wheelchair. But later Roosevelt would say, you know what, the thing that happened to me actually advanced me and made me the president that guided America through the Great Depression and through World War II. First of all, how did polio help President Roosevelt? Well, first of all, he said, because I had polio, it shut me down so I could do some more studying and reading and learning, and he grew intellectually during that time. So the thing that happened to him helped him to grow intellectually. And then secondly, it gave him compassion. See, Roosevelt was a wealthy man from a political dynasty. But as a result of the polio, knowing what it means to suffer, when the United States was experiencing the depression, in the throes of a Great Depression, it was Roosevelt, this man of the aristocracy, who was able to pass groundbreaking legislation that helped poor people and common people. I believe it was his suffering from polio that gave him empathy for suffering people. So guess what? The thing that happened to him worked out to advance him. And I want to suggest to you, the things that happen to you, those unagreeable things, those hard to take things, those things that make us cry, God can use them as he used it in the life of Paul and he used in the life of President Roosevelt for our construction and not our destruction. So be patient with God. You know, when you go to the cleaners and you drop your clothes off at the cleaners to get them dry cleaned, if you were to come back 10 minutes later and say, where's my cleaning? Well, the person at the cleaners will say, we're not finished yet. If you drop your car off to get it serviced and 10 minutes later you come back and say, where's my car? And they will say, I'm not finished yet. Well, guess what? Some of you are thinking, well, God, where's my blessing? How am I going to get out of this? What am I going to get out of this? And God will say to you, look, I'm not finished yet. Wait on me. And you will discover that the things that have happened, like the Apostle Paul, can advance you, not for your destruction, but for your construction. God bless your hearts.